What's good with y'all, man? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. You already know, just got done with my workout. Today I hit the T25. I'm kind of switching up my workout routine right now, especially with Thanksgiving this week. So we doing things a little bit differently. So I just hit a little T25 workout with abs today since we did boxing yesterday. So, rumor. A big update on James Gunn's hunt for Man of Tomorrow's Brainiac has been revealed. Here, let me give you guys a fake thumbnail to make it look like I'm excited. Cause y'all know I'm not excited for this movie. So, but let's jump into the article because guess what, man? This movie's gonna need all the marketing and publicity from a lot of people to even be close to successful because Superman, they had worldwide marketing and it still flopped in theaters 42 million, which by the way could be a lot higher once the official numbers are revealed because there were multiple reports and tax documents of a higher budget and higher marketing. So let's check out what this article is talking about. When it comes to casting the DCU heroes and villains, scooping up pricey A-listers hasn't been a huge priority for James Gunn. Whether that's a money saving tactic or a sign that he's simply casting the right people for these roles is up for debate. The pressure is on Gunn to find the perfect Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow. Excuse me. And Dracula star. Clay's Bang is the current frontrunner based on recent reports. However, if a new rumor is to be believed, the hunt for Superman sequel Big Bad is far from over. According to Scooper, at My Time to Shine, there are mostly unknown names and three big names testing for Brainiac so far. That's all we have got to go on for now, but it's previously been reported that the actors who plays the villain will don for a physical transformation. Many fans were initially disappointed when Gunn went back to Lex Luthor well for Superman. We don't know whether it was always the plan for Brainiac to take center stage in a sequel, but the filmmaker does appear to have listened to fans eager to see him on the screen. Yeah, but we'll talk about that in a second. Brainiac looks set to be a big enough threat for to the DCU for Superman and Lex to put their differences aside. Whether he'll be a part of Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate beyond that remains to be seen, but there's every chance he'll somehow be tied to the quantum unfolding chamber and salvation. Listen, of course, I wasn't aware that when I posted the cover of the script that there was going to be discussion around that particular topic. Gunn previously said of the Brainiac speculation. But I think we'll hold off from what exactly is happening. Everything's connected, so there is a story here that we're telling throughout the DCU, and this is connected very much to Man of Tomorrow. Yes, but didn't this man say, bro? He said Peacemaker season 2 was a direct sequel to Superman. Like he said, it ties in, and nobody knows how the hell it ties in. This is the same guy that said there's gonna be a major cameo at the end of Peacemaker season 2, and it was him in the crowd. That is crazy. But whatever, bro. The DC Studios co-CEO later said how Peacemaker leads into the movie, but there are other elements, and part of that is the relationship between Rick Flag and Lex Luthor, and that's an important thing going forward in the DCU and Man of Tomorrow and so on. It's more complicated than that, but that's a big part of it. It's as much as a Lex movie as it is a Superman movie. See, it's hard to trust anything being said here because Superman's movie wasn't even Superman's movie. It should have been Mr. Terrific's movie. The dude was outshining Superman all movie, man. Gunn continued, I love working with Nicholas Hoult. I relate to the character of Lex. Sadly, I really wanted to create something extraordinary with two of them. I just love the script so much. So, James Gunn said he relates to Lex Luthor, sadly. So, that version of Lex Luthor is how James Gunn rocks. Interesting. Written and directed by James Gunn. Man of Tomorrow stars David Corn Sweat as Clark. Yeah, we know that. Oh gosh, Hot Girl's gonna be in that too. Oh my goodness, they might as well take her out. Several actors and characters are rumored to appear, including Ampere's Jon Stewart, Green Lantern, and John Cena's Peacemaker. Recent reports point to Gunn possibly looking to cast the DCU's Wonder Woman, while Dracula star Claes Bang has been named as possible contender for Brainiac. Man of Tomorrow arrives in theaters on July 9, 2027. That is the article, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, when it comes to A-list actors, C-list actors, it doesn't matter what type of actor you have. If the script is bad, it's gonna be a bad movie. Sure, it can cover up a few things, but it's overall gonna be a bad movie. Superman, David Cornsweet is what they call him, a C-list actor or whatever people call. I don't look at people that way, but I guess that's what people were saying about him and Rachel Brosnan. Listen, I think if the script was better and the movie was just better, it would have been a good movie. It doesn't matter if they're A-list or C-list. To me, it comes down to the storytelling and the dialogue and just what you're doing with the product. And the product we got with Superman was just it was trash. It was absolutely trash. Now he says all these, and see, my thing is this too. Hold on, let me go back to this real quick. He says he relates to Lex Luthor. That's actually interesting right there, because if that's how he acts, you can relate to him, huh? I don't know. And then we got to talk about Brainiac too, because we already know in Man of Steel 2, Brainiac was going to be the villain, and people were saying that, yep, or is James Gunn taking Zack Snyder's things again? Listen, we saw Superman, and Superman had a lot of very similar plot points to BVS, Man of Steel. It did. There's no denying it. It had very similar plot points. Um, Listen, we know what's rocking with this universe. Supergirl is the next one to come out, and I did see something about Lobo is gonna be the main marketing factor for that movie. Now, y'all know I wanted to see Supergirl for Lobo because I don't really know too much about Lobo, but from what I've been hearing, he's a badass. But I'm not gonna go see Supergirl in theaters. I'm not supporting the DCU anymore. Um, I went to the theater and seen Superman, man. I gave it a chance. It's just not what I'm rocking with. And Peacemaker season 2 episode 1, you tell people that Peacemaker is connected, a direct sequel to Superman, and 20 minutes in you have an orgy scene with dingalings on the screen, nipples on the screen, man on man act. Like, nobody needs to see this type of stuff. That's not DC content. It's a weird fetish, and it's okay if people have their own fetishes and whatnot, but it needs to stay out of DC stuff. Like, we don't need to see it. Then you got cocaine and drugs and Peacemaker. It's too much dumb stuff that we don't need. Okay, so I'm not gonna go see Supergirl in theaters. I might watch it when it comes to streaming, maybe just for Lobo. I do want. Like, I'll be honest. I do want to see it just because of Lobo. So when it comes to streaming, I may watch it. I'll probably wait until it hits HBO Max, if I'm being honest. But I honestly feel sorry. Like I told y'all before in multiple videos, I actually feel sorry for a lot of these actors, because these actors are stepping into chaos before James Gunn even started writing, because of all the previous disasters going on with DC and what Warner Bros. Did. And then you got James Gunn doing the James Gunn things, with not uniting the fans and pretty much doing things to split the fandom. So it's being taken out on the actors, and I really feel for the actors for that, because I think Alan Pierre is actually a good cast for Jon Stewart. I think he is. Even the guy playing Hal Jordan. And I like Rachel Brosnan as Lois. I liked her. I liked Mr. Terrific. There's certain things with this universe I like, but the negativity outweighs the positive. And no matter if they're C-list actors or A-list actors, if you're bad at storytelling and the dialogue is cringy and it's a comedy and it's a Marvel pretty much movie, it doesn't matter what type of actors you have. The movie's gonna be trash. That's what people are calling it. It's a Marvel movie. That's what people are calling Superman. A Marvel. I see it all the time. It's a Marvel movie disguised as DC. So It is what it is. I don't see this lasting much longer. You know, people are hating on the Snyderverse because we are very close to coming back. But these same people, they need to put some energy into the DCU because very soon this universe will be, it will be a dead cinematic universe. And that's just me being completely honest. Because guess what? As a business, you cannot keep putting out a lot of money and not making money back. And I don't think Supergirl's gonna make money. I don't think the international audience is not rocking with James Gunn's DCU, and they are a big part of DC. They were a big part of Zack Snyder's movies being successful. So, and I don't think Supergirl's gonna have that big domestic run that Superman had. And I ain't gonna go into why I think it did that because I've did it many a times, but I don't think it's gonna have that big of a domestic run that Superman did. So we shall see. We got about 4 or 5 months until Supergirl come out. We gonna see, man, because we know why they're greenlighting these projects so fast because the sale. So it is what it is. I want you guys to post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for DCU? Are you excited for Man of Tomorrow? Lex Luthor and Superman teaming up after Lex Luthor shot Superman's friend right in front of him. And now he's got to pair up immediately to stop Brainiac. Let me know if you guys are excited for that, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get